Hi, welcome back to Galactic Honey. All right, I am Adunola, okay, Balewa. Um, and I came to talk today about cosmic partnerships. Um, for those of you who are my subscribers, I want to say thank you, okay, for the subscribers that I have. I see the number is continuously to grow. Continuously growing, and I really appreciate it. Okay, and so today I might flip some cards. I might not. I'm not sure. Um, and maybe I should make this alive. I don't know. Let's make it alive. Should we? What should we do? Should we make it alive? I don't know. Maybe I should schedule it alive, right? I don't know. I don't know, but we're gonna just keep it right here for right now, just in case I fuck up. Okay. Anyway, so I wanted to come on here and I wanted to talk about my experiences that I've been having lately with cosmic partnership. I almost said karmic partnership. Anyway, so Superfly. I have not done a cosmic partnership reading because I have been doing some healing myself. Me and my cosmic partner, we ran into a setback. Okay, I don't know what to call it, but we've been in separation. Not really, because I feel that nigga like I feel my heartbeat. Like, so that ain't that. That is not, separation is not really real, right? So, but I want to talk about how the universe, how the universe brings us back to ourselves when it comes to twin flames, cosmic partnerships, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm in the gathering stage of all of this, right? And the thing that I have learned the most during this time, and it's not like I didn't already know, I knew, but the thing that I learned the most about this time is that these pulling apart and coming together, they are very much needed. Okay, and I've learned that you ain't gotta fucking like it. Okay, the universe didn't say you had to like it. All right, because it fucking sucks. All right, but it's so necessary, because when you are dealing with these types of partnerships, the objective is for you to become your greatest version, right? And so the thing that I have the thing that I dislike the most, okay? And I'm only telling you about my dislikes because I know there are some people that can relate. The things that I dislike the most is feeling like that I took 13 steps forward and then end up taking 11 steps back. Okay? So, which reminds us that we always have more to learn. My friend said today, she said, I came into revelation that we are the student and the teacher. And it's so true, because we never stop learning and we never stop teaching what we know. And the universe is always going to show you when you are out of alignment. Okay. I'm going to make some points about how do you know when you are out of alignment. This is a learning process. And to be honest with you, you are your own cosmic partner. Okay. The other partner really doesn't matter, in the sense of it's about you becoming your greatest version. It's not really about them. Now it's about them because they have to become their greatest version, but that's their job to do. when it comes to them and their healing, it's not about you, right? So what I have come to learn is that you do not have to like this process. You have so many people that come on here and they talk about the twin flame dynamics, and they talk about it as if, it's all peaches and cream and lollipops and gumdrops, and that shit is not fucking true. Some of this shit can get real ugly, okay? Because healing is not pretty. I've never seen somebody heal in a ball gown, okay? I've never seen people heal and they are like, you know, like high in the air. Like, I've never seen people heal in those types of ways. So the universe definitely has a way of humbling us. That thing. So one of the things that I have learned is that when you place too much of your attention on your cosmic partner, what tends to happen is you are going to be pulled apart from that person if that person is not reciprocating energy. Okay? You have to have the equal reciprocity in order for this dynamic to work. When you are giving more time, energy to this person, you are neglecting yourself because you are not being filled up, but you are filling up the next person. And let's be honest here, okay? That person is banking on you becoming your greatest version. A lot of y'all feel like you are sleeping with the enemy. And I'm not far from that. I have thought that several times, not only because of the way things have played out, but also because of how you can go back and forth. And people always say God is not in the spirit of confusion. God already gave us the damn answers. Okay, he already told us and gave us the revelation about this being the cosmic partner. They've already given you the vision, but just like you had to learn to believe in God, this is a process that you have to learn to believe in, or you have to learn how to be. Okay. All of us didn't come up with the parents that, or just come up knowing who we are. All of us didn't do that. So a lot of us are out here trying to figure this thing out for ourselves, right? And so one of my main things that I tell anybody that I talk to about cosmic partnership, because I have not stopped teaching, even though I'm in a gathering stage, I have several women around me who are still in cosmic partnerships. And we all are kind of each other's anchor to keep ourselves grounded into this reality, and to also keep each other uplifted, because this is not easy. It's not easy having somebody to remind you of you are not healed all the way. It's not easy coming to those terms that you are not as healed as you thought you were, or it really isn't easy, especially when I was given the message and the revelation to help others throughout this journey, and then I have to take 11 steps back. So I kind of had to go through my own, I went through my own healing process. And whenever I'm going through any type of healing process, I don't flip cards. Okay, I don't even do updates. I don't flip cards. You'll see me and I'll get on here and I might talk, because that's not the time to start to mess with the energy. And you'll see a lot of readers, they will do that. You can tell that they are not feeling their best, and they will be flipping those cards, and then their energy is in those cards. There's nothing wrong with the messages resonating with the reader, but you will have basically that whole message be in resonance with that reader. And that's unfair to the collective at hand because everybody is not in that same space. So before I make my problem your problem, I'd rather heal myself before I come on here and I um, attempt to stir up that energy within other people, because I have some people who are very happy right now. They're happy with their partners. They're not in those stages of separation. I always say that, but I wish there was another word instead of separation. I'm gonna come up with another word instead of that, because that shit doesn't exist. Okay, maybe I should say a break. I don't know. But and I know there's some people who just really just gave up on the whole idea of having a twin flame. I wonder how they're doing with that, because don't that person's name still pop up? Like, I see my twin's name everywhere, like everywhere. I even went to Texas. Okay, his birthday and his name was on an exit sign. So it's like, I don't know how they do that, but um I don't know, maybe they just keep working at it until they just completely get the person out their system. I don't know, how that works, but that's not my mission. But to those whose mission that is, more power to you. You know, I'm only in the present right now. I don't know what the future holds. So um I want to just say that this journey is not always pretty. When you're up, you're up, but when you're down, you can be down. But one thing that I can guarantee is that the healing process gets easier as you keep going. And I don't want to abandon myself. Abandoning my cosmic partner is like abandoning myself. Even though I might want to say it, I might feel it, but those are all momentary feelings. And what he told me was, he said, Mel, get out your motherfucking feelings, is what he told me. And I could not understand for the life of me what the hell that meant, and why the fuck would he say that shit to me. Like, the fucking audacity, right? But as it turns out, as always, he had a message behind that. The message is that we all really do need to get out of our feelings when it comes to this. You asked for this. It's basically what he was telling me. You asked for this. You asked for to become your greatest version of yourself. You cannot do that thinking that you are always going to be on top. You're always going to be in high frequency, because it's not true and it's not realistic. Sometimes we have to go down a little bit in energy and feelings. Sometimes, in order to heal, if you're always up in the air and you're always in high frequency, you are not healed all the way. And I'm just gonna be honest with you. I know people who are my elders, and they are still going through a healing process. Most of the time, 9 times out of 10, they are in high frequency. And I've noticed that as you get older, you are not afraid to heal. That healing process doesn't bother you as much. So they handle it with a lot of grace, and they give themselves a lot of grace. And so that's what I have been doing for myself, is giving myself as much grace as I could possibly give myself. When I get angry, I allow myself to be upset. When I get emotional about it and I miss my partnership, I give myself that grace to feel those feelings. I don't block them out anymore. And me, I'm a person that I cry so much when I was younger, that when I got to a certain age, I hated to cry. I'm just like, no, I don't want to cry. I don't like to cry. I don't want to cry. And if you made me cry, it made me so mad. And if I cried, I was so angry. But I'm knowing now what I didn't know then, is that is a part of who I am, especially being a daughter of Oshun. That is a part of who I am. Those are $1 million tears, $1 billion tears. You know what I'm saying? They hold weight and they matter. My feelings matter. The way I heal matters. Me acknowledging my anger matters, because how else am I going to heal myself? And one of my friends, she always tells me, she's like, give yourself some grace. Give yourself some grace. We both lost a parent, and that has been her number one go-to phrase, I should say, that she says all the time, is about grace and giving yourself grace and giving yourself that allowance to be in that energy, because there's nothing wrong with you being there. You just can't stay in that energy. Eventually, you're going to have to break through. Okay? And so until I have a breakthrough, you won't see me like that. You won't see me flipping cards and doing stuff like that. But I still will come on here, and I'm still going to give the message that my spirit has asked me to give, either on my Facebook page or on my YouTube channel. I allow myself to do that, because I'm not going to allow myself to stop. There used to be a time where I would just stop completely for months. I wouldn't do anything for months, just because I was in such a bad place emotionally and mentally, right? So what I have learned thus far is that all of this is necessary in order for you to become your greatest version. Okay. Today while I was at work, and the universe is so amazing, in how it works. Today while I was at work, a girl called in, and her ride had been canceled 3 times, right? And then the third, she finally gets me on the phone, and she was like, my ride keeps getting canceled, and I just want to know why. I made my ride yesterday. And I said, well, ma'am, I'm sorry about that. Let me go ahead and I'll rebook your trip or whatever. And she was like, I'm trying to get to the hospital. I just had a baby, and I'm trying to get to the NICU to see my baby. And I was like, oh my God, because everybody knows I love babies, okay? I'm gonna be the old lady in the shoe with so many kids she didn't know what to do. Like, that's me. That's what I love children like that. And she was like, I said, well, I said, you got a baby? She said, yeah, I had a baby girl. And she was early. And I was like, I said, how much did she weigh? And she said she weighs 3 pounds. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, okay, so she cleared the way. She opened the way. She came in on 3 pounds. Okay, I can dig it. And then she says, well, and I said, well, how many weeks early was she? She was like 7. And I was like, oh, that's so cute. She was 7 weeks early, right? So 7 is the number of completion, right? It's a very spiritual number. That is a very, very spiritual baby, right? And then I say, what you name her? And she said, Melanie. And I looked and I said, what? And she said, yes, her name is Melanie. I said, that's my name. And she was like, really? I was like, yes. I was like, what are the odds, right? And she was like, yes. And she was like, I was like, girl, your trip is booked. You on your way to see your baby. It's not going to take them long to pick you up. And what I came into revelation about was this. I was in the death process when all of this stuff came about, right? I had to die to who I was, because I was not setting the correct boundaries that I needed to set in order for me to be my greatest version, in order for me to get the respect that I deserve. I wasn't setting those boundaries, right? And so I had to go through that death process in order to transform into the beautiful butterfly, hence the new color and hair color, right? But what the universe was telling me was that I had been reborn 7 weeks early, okay, than I would have originally planned to be reborn. We all go through every step of elevation, you go through a death and rebirth process. So what the universe was letting me know was that, Melanie, you did it. You now have been reborn 7 weeks early than what we planned for you to be reborn. So back in the day, it would have took me months to get to a point where I could break through and recognize that nobody's doing anything to me. Like that, my cosmic partner is not my enemy, but he has a job to do, just like I have a job to do. My job is to set the boundaries that will make him respect me, because it's not about him, it's about me. If I don't respect myself, how can I have somebody else respecting me, right? And so I had to, and not to mention, the dream world has been bonkers. Last night I was in a goddamn dream with Krishan Rock. She was driving me around. Like, it was so wild. And there were all of these horses in my dream, right? And I watched the horse have a baby. Okay, so hence, and my baby cousin was born yesterday. He's a boy. So there are a lot of masculine men, masculine energies that have also come into their rebirth process too. And then today, this lady tells me that she has a baby girl named Melanie, and she's 7 weeks early. You know, so that in itself is just so much confirmation, and it brought so much joy to me, because it helped me to recognize that I'm doing the work that it takes to actually to transform, the work that it takes to become my greatest version. I'm no longer in my way. I'm no longer stopping myself from healing, because it's not taking as long as it used to take. When I say it used to take months, it used to take me months to get the message. And you can't go to the next phase without receiving the message that you are supposed to receive. 2211 on my clock. You cannot go to the next stage. The universe will not. You will stay sitting and stuck until you get it, until you learn the lesson. So, knowing that I broke through, and I always call it a breakthrough. Knowing that I broke through and I learned the lesson, and I received my upgrades. I received my my elevation into my next level, into my next state of consciousness. And I know this is for a fact, because 2255. My dreams, I dream so vividly now that I have been coming out. Now, I'm not the dream oracle, okay? Shout out to my sister, the Blackfit Witch Dream Oracle, baby, because she be on it, okay? Her dreams have so many messages, signs, and symbols that we sometimes can't keep up. Like, we'll try to figure it out. I know I'll be sitting for days on her dreams, like, okay, listen. But my dreams have been kind of simple, and they have been, but wild at the same time. And there have been some messages for the collective when it comes to my dream state, but it all is resonating with where I am right now and where I just left, and how, the fact that I'm out of my feelings helps me to go further. It helps me to heal faster when I recognize that it's not being done to me, it's being done for me. Okay? So now that I have broken through, I will be putting up some cosmic partnership readings. Me and my cosmic partner still have not talked yet. But it wouldn't be the first time. Okay, and it might not be the last time. So but I had definitely been receiving the messages and the signs and the synchronicities that the love is always going to be there, and that the love is still there. This is an unbreakable love. And that's what somebody needs to hear that. that this is an unbreakable love. You were in love before you even made it here to this cosmic reality. Okay? So the fact that you are even here on the same earth together, or in the same reality together, is enough to tell you, to show you how deep this goes. And like I always say, these are divine beings. They are not perfect. They are in human form, but these are divine beings, and they are listening to their gut response when it comes to you listening, to you, to you. They're listening to their gut response when it comes to you, is basically what I was trying to say. And just like you answer to a higher power, so do they. Just like you wait on your inner response to give you the okay, so do they. If you ask me, they did it way better than I did. Like, they listen to their gut response way better than us. Because I know women, we usually try to force the relationship, or force a relationship on them when they tell us that they're not ready. Thank God I don't do that anymore. But not to knock anybody who is in that process, that is a part of the process. It's not nothing, you're not doing anything wrong, but it is a part of the process. There are stages and phases to this cosmic partnership. And just because you hit a few bumpers in the road, just because sometimes I've hit brick walls, I've completely wrecked the car. What I tell people, I tell my friends, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna put you in the boat, because you're in the boat, you're doing more than what you're supposed to be doing. I put them out there in the boat. I give them a pretty pink life jacket, okay? And it's been some of them where I've had to literally take the boat away from them and just throw them out there in the middle of the ocean with the life jacket on. But it's hot pink, so if a big ship comes by, they'll be able to see them and maybe rescue them, okay, after they've had a breakthrough. But until then, no ma'am, you're in the boat. But guess who ended up in the boat this time? So, okay, I am not too good to be in the boat. Okay, I have been out there and I only had to tread water. I didn't even have a life jacket, not even a pink shirt on, to let anybody know I was out there. Okay, so, and when I say you in the boat, that means when I put you out there in the water, that means that you in the deep end. Okay, that means that you didn't got in too deep, and now you need to be rescued. All right, and that's where I come in. I come in for the rescue. Okay. Well, this time I had to rescue myself. Okay. I had to find some way to get out of the boat. Okay. You don't get out the boat until you heal that part of you that decided to go off the deep end. Okay. So, and y'all should see him. I be like, see, you going in the boat. She be like, no, I don't want to go in the boat. Please don't put me in the boat. Yeah, we're going in the boat. We're going in the boat because no, you did too much. And now I even ended up in the boat, and I'm not ashamed to say that, because this is a part of the process. It's a beautiful process. Like, sometimes you need to be in the boat so that you know what not to do the next time. You know what I'm saying? So that's just a fun way that I do this. That's a way that I make it fun when I teach about the cosmic partnerships, and I teach about this journey, period. You go out there in the boat, So in conclusion, with all of this, most of what you are experiencing on this journey, on this cosmic journey, through lifetimes, through dimensions, through all different types of travel, right? On this journey, this is a part of the process. Love, hate is a part of the process. You know, they say it's a thin line between love and hate. Yeah, it's a real thin line, okay? But you also, that thin line has an in between space, and it's called love, okay? That balance, all right? Once you get back into the heart space and you find that love within yourself, and you actually, because the twin is a mirror, right? What is that twin trying to tell you? If you are now out there in the boat, now you got all this time to see, like, what are they really trying to tell me about myself? And sometimes that shit is not pretty. It's not pretty. Sometimes it's not pretty. But guess what? You live, you learn, and you laugh. Like, literally, you can laugh afterwards and be okay with it. But my thing is, once you have received that vision, do not give up, because giving up on that is giving up on yourself. You know, you have some people who are not meant to be in union with their cosmic partner in this lifetime, but you are always meant to be in union with yourself. Okay? Always make sure that you are staying in union with yourself. When you focus too much on that person and you don't have a commitment, okay? I'm talking to people who don't have a commitment yet, but you have a cosmic partner, right? When you placing all of your energy on that person and their journey, you now have basically separated yourself from your masculine energy from within you. And you don't even realize that you do it a lot of times. 3131 on my clock. You don't even realize that you do it a lot of times until you have been put into separation with your actual cosmic partner, right? But that's always the universe's way of bringing you back to yourself and showing you that you are what's most important. This is your movie, and you are what's most important as the star in your movie. Everything else is a bonus, okay? The people that get to come into your movie and play parts and play main roles and all of that, that's all well and good. Those are all great roles to have, but you are the star. You are the main role.